rozpoczynamy Not for Broka. Słuchajcie, musiałem zacząć od nowa, ponieważ był update i musiałem save'a usunąć. Niestety nie działał save ten stary z takiego pierwszego builda gry. Prawdopodobnie coś przy update'ach zepsuli. Przelecimy sobie szybko to, co miało być, czyli jakaś godzinka gry. Ale to jest ciekawe, bo dużo z was nie oglądało, bo ja sobie na Facebooku streamowałem.
Cieszę się, że
dzięki wielkie.
jesteście.
Bonkol śmiglo.
Dzięki, Bonkol Śmigło, dzięki Masuidzika, pozdrawiam cię gorąco, 4 miesiące. Rozpoczynamy, słuchajcie, jestem realizatorem telewizyjnym i idę do pracy. To jest dzień pierwszy. I to, co wy widzicie później na przykład w telewizji, to musi przejść przez cenzora i tak dalej, że to się nadaje. Tutaj mamy nasze stanowisko pracy, jak widzicie. Odbieramy telefon.
Hi David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. Alright mate, Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now don't worry, it's not hard and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First I'm gonna give you a quick tour
Dobra,
of the broadcast
czyli w
room,
skrócie,
so if
generalnie
you're
my
not doing
jesteśmy
it
w
already,
pracy tutaj i jeszcze nie
walk
umiemy
towards
tego
those
obsługiwać.
screens.
Nie wiemy, co to jest.
Right, look
Gościu
up
nam
at the
teraz
top.
podpowie, co mamy
That
robić.
bar is your audience. You wanna keep the
To
viewers
jest
going
nasza
up
ilość widzów, tak? Czyli
underneath
jak
that,
idzie
you've
zielone
got the
do góry i to
screens.
rośnie, to znaczy,
One
że
on the right is the
widowni
broadcast
przybywa.
screen.
Czyli
That's what
zajebiście,
the
nie?
viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master
To jest
screen there
to,
in the
co
middle.
idzie i
That's
widzowie
the
widzą.
one
To
you
widzowie
control.
widzą, a to
Now,
jest to,
the
co
four
ja
small
widzę
screens
i
on the
opóźnienie jest
left show the
kilkusekundowe
different
wobec
signals
tego, żeby
coming from the
zdążyć
studio.
zareagować
And you
na
can
jakąś
choose
tamten.
between them using
Tutaj
the
mamy
numbered
źródła.
buttons on the vision
4 źródła,
mixer
4
at the
kamery mogę
bottom
przełączać
left.
pomiędzy nimi.
Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left.
Dobra.
These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all
Tutaj
you
mamy
have to do
zasilanie
now is
różnego
throw the
rodzaju i
master
tak dalej,
trip switch
wtyczki.
and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Dobra, przełączamy.
You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us.
Dobra.
Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk.
Okej.
You can see
I tutaj
around
mamy,
video
widzicie,
tapes
kasety
on the left.
VHS
They're your adverts.
z różnymi reklamami.
And load 'em into the
Bierzemy
machines
3,
on the right. When
czyli
you've
Crazy
done that,
Nice,
look
dobra,
up to the
bierzemy
front
jedną,
again.
bo zaczęło się jednak, słuchajcie, program i musimy
Right,
reklamy
the
zaraz
tapes are
puścić,
loaded and
uwaga.
we're all ready for when we get to the first ad break. That's great. Any
Czerwone
second
reklamy.
now, you should be getting a signal through from the studio. Stay on your toes, mate. It's election night, so all eyes are on this room. We do not want to get fired.
No nie chcemy być zwolnieni, oczywiście, że nie.
When you get the signal,
Tutaj jest 20
select
sekund
screen
do
one
końca
with the
tego
vision
tej
mixer
planszy.
and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
Dobra.
You know seafood makes me come out in pustules.
Yeah, thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day,
Uwaga.
more from me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody.
3.
That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going in 5, 4.
Czekajcie. 5, 4. Tak zrobię. Okej. Włączę wam to. Będziecie widzieli. Uwaga! 3, 2, 1.
Good evening.
Puściłem
I'm
ich.
Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay.
Moving on.
Dobra, i leci, jak widzicie.
It's going to go through to the news
I on sobie
tapes
leci i
on
robi
screen, so
wiadomości, nie?
There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
By his honest Andy's totally independent.
Widownia,
and corners the
widzicie,
farm
wzrasta. Widzowie
Top
są
chat.
zainteresowani.
Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicator.
Dokładnie tak.
And, of course, we'll be going live
No
to
teraz
Mark
jest chwileczka,
Hepburn,
musimy się wsłuchać w to, co
the
oni
musical
gadają i
stars
tak
of
dalej.
the party
Za
have
chwilę
to
będziemy
say
mieli
on
interakcję.
their
Ogólnie w tej grze jest dużo takich ciekawych, śmiesznych sytuacji, więc...
2, 1, now. Lovely, mate.
O! A?
Next thing
Ale
is
to
to throw back to
przerobił.
Jeremy with button 1 when
I teraz
that
oni go
glove
tutaj
in the
malują,
middle
ale oni tego
shrinks
nie widzą
down
w telewizji,
and
nie?
vanishes.
No, ramówka, dobra. Uciekać, uciekać, baby! 3, 2, 1, 0.
Switch to screen 1 now. Lovely, mate.
The votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Advance. The land size.
Listen, mate, we often get a bit of interference around this time of night, so
O!
keep your
Tutaj
eye
coś
on
jest.
the
A!
street on the right.
Interferenc.
Move that white
Dobra,
dot
czyli tutaj, moi
down.
drodzy, są zaburzenia, znaczy sygnał telewizyjny napotyka na jakieś problemy, zakłócenia i my musimy w dół, w górę. Tutaj trzeba kilka rzeczy naraz zrobić. Ale delay? No taki delay. My myślicie, że w telewizji wszystko idzie na żywo? Niekoniecznie.
Right, it's going well. All you gotta do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired.
Dobra, za 20 ileś sekund reklamę puszczamy.
When it reaches zero, press
A, B lub C.
replay
Dobra.
ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your
Dobra.
eye on the clock.
Uwaga.
We're going live to Advance HQ.
Reklamę. Puszczamy jaką? A, B, C? C. C.
2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What wine?
I patrzcie, tu leci reklama, a oni teraz dyskutują. Ej, fajna, nie?
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse you with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you.
I thought that was our little secret.
Siema, czy jak kupię tą grę w czystym dostępie, będzie premiera, to nie muszę od nowa płacić? Tak, Dami, nie musisz płacić wtedy.
Wicked. We've made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence. 'Cause you're gonna be
Multicam
cutting
sequence.
between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the
Zawsze
shot on
trzeba
whoever's
kamerę
doing
trzymać,
what's
to są
on.
podpowiedzi, widzicie? Kto mówi?
Don't stay on the same shot
Nie
for
dłużej niż
too
10
long.
sekund na
10
innej
seconds
osobie.
at the most.
No, to są
So
ważne
if you're on the
podpowiedzi.
person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too
A,
long.
czyli tylko jak ktoś się zaśmieje, albo jakąś minę, to tylko maksymalnie do 3 sekund tylko przełączamy na niego.
Rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
A, czyli przyszedł, to jest jakiś wywiad z tym, z jakimś reżyserem.
Quiet
Dobra,
in the studio.
zaraz pokażemy. I mamy 1, 2, 3, 4 będę naciskał. No to zobaczycie teraz, jak ja to wyreżyseruję, no. Uwaga.
Counting in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare to
Right,
the
go to
shop
Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is a moment.
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Dobra.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful.
Włączamy.
I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom.
O!
I think
Jak w
it's great
TVP,
stuff.
moi drodzy.
But honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards,
Okay.
what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels. doesn't it?
Może za wczesne.
Bleeding,
Ależ to pięknie mówi.
suffering for one's audience.
Poetycko.
I suppose in the end I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult.
Tu generalnie będzie bardzo dużo rzeczy.
I've always been quite clear that when it comes
Tu
to
ogólnie
politics,
dużo będzie tematów politycznych i to też jest taka propaganda. Będzie pokazane troszkę jakbyśmy gadali faktycznie o TVP, bo...
not fuck things up.
O! Przeklina. Musimy cenzurować.
He did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Dobra.
Which opens next week
Right,
around
they've
the
swapped
country.
the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'd just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
2, 1,
Exciting stuff.
0.
Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Aha, dobra, tutaj się pojawiło coś. I on teraz, patrzcie co on robi tam w studiu. Dymesy robi.
Watch out for that interference, mate.
A on teraz pokazują jego, bo to jest program. Oni pokazują jego jakby jakiś tam film, czy coś, urywek, trailer.
She's losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but don't switch to it now. You can go to the archive when the broadcast's done. We keep everything.
No dobra. O nie, całują się.
No, Lance, we mustn't.
Tutaj muszę interferencję, uwaga, zakłócenia. Ale uderzył ją, co to ma być?
Did it for you, baby. All for you.
Dr. Hemlock.
I'm gonna change the world, you know? Go there, listen to you.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
Look at this!
A?
The virus.
Wirus?
The sterility. This folder. This folder.
Okay.
This is the key.
The key.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Dobra, będziemy musieli dać jakąś tą reklamę. Dobra. 3, 2, 1, 0 i cyk.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out.
Dobra, on teraz mi
As
wyjaśni
you
jak się
probably
cenzuruje.
noticed, the broadcast screen here
Tu.
is about 2 seconds behind the master screen here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the space bar on your keyboard for
Okej,
as long as the
space
swear
barem
word
możemy to,
lasts.
dobra, różnie.
It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once.
Siemaneczko,
Just stay
Kubik.
calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now.
No.
As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert
And
get
after a
louder.
long day exploring Bomley, you can relax.
Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I
Słyszę
said,
teraz
it
reklamę.
takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
And with more than 2 areas of outstanding natural interest,
No.
isn't it time your family...
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Personality running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advanced Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance
Dobra.
address.
O, teraz będzie debata.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Go for it, Pet. Get ready to play.
Well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
To są politycy.
Every
Tak?
dirty,
To jest polityk.
low-down, lying southern bastard.
A, to jest debata.
tried against us, but you, the
A,
people,
musimy to wycenzurować,
saw
dobra.
right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory
Dobra, on brzydko mówi.
Course on the
Polityk z
ground is
piwem?
funny.
Kurde, głosowałbym.
Memorably put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again,
Cenzurować.
colourfully put, but not inaccurate.
Menelowe plus w
Before we
praktyce?
came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the
Taki
tax
polityk
office, we
powinien
have produced
być.
a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth
Takich ludzi
into
nam
the
potrzeba,
millions.
dokładnie.
You know this sort of, probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're gonna pay up.
Dawaj jedynkę? Nie, nie mogę.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of
Naciskam
warring
odpowiednio jak
individuals
trzeba. Cicho
into
tam,
a
nie będę
team.
wciskał.
To properly fund health and education, to raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs, the people whose children
Kurde,
you
cenzurowanie.
raise.
Strasznie dużo rzeczy tutaj jest do roboty teraz.
fucking richer,
Advance have this to say to you.
it ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been, in the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again.
Czy to jest Angela Merkel i
And until
Trump?
then, ladies and gents,
Let's go.
I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from and our apologies for the fruity language.
Jest za dobrze, ruinit? Nie, no właśnie trzeba, cicho, spokojnie. Ale wiecie, że da się zrobić? Że da się nie tą kamerę, co ten...
So,
Dymesy
as
są
the
potem, ale
country
to w innej
braces
misji.
itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the
Czyli co,
first
jestem
day
mistrzem
under
propagandy? Mogę iść do
I'm
TVP?
Jeremy Donaldson.
Puszczamy
Have a
reklamę.
peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got
Puściliśmy reklamę, nice.
Go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
No boring politics then.
This is some weird fever dream. Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Okej, broadcast complete. I zrobiliśmy tą misję, moi drodzy, dzisiaj. I lecimy z następną. Outstanding censoring, interference free. Your editing was okay. Bardzo dobrze. I dostałem A+. Dobra, sequel drugi idziemy. A, i tutaj są jakieś archiwa jeszcze.
Most people come into the archive room when they're done with a broadcast. That way you can see what you did and how it looked to the public. As you can see, there's 3 sections to the archive: Broadcasts, that's what you've put out. Rushes, which is all the stuff that was on all the screens. And adverts, which is any advert that you've chosen to show. So let's have a look at the broadcasts. Okay, on the left you can see all the broadcasts that you've done. You can also get to hear from the main menu if you don't actually want to do a broadcast, you just want to see some of your past work. Select any of those and click
Well,
load
in a few
tape.
moments, we'll be
Why
going
not watch
live
what
to
you just
tonight's
did?
National
When you're
Nightly
done,
News.
hit back.
But before that, let's take a look at what's
A,
coming up
czyli
later
ja
on
mogę to
tonight on
oglądać
Channel
sobie.
1.
Zajebiste, to co nagrałem.
when in living memory. Advancing.
Fajne.
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Okay, these 4 screens, they're exactly the same as the 4 screens that feed you the studio signal when you're doing the actual news.
Corn and mayonnaise.
The difference here is you can mute any screen.
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
But this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
I know. I think
Breaks over on the
Say.
left and hit
Oh,
play.
for God's sake, come
When you're
on. It's a
done,
huge
check it out.
day. It's not an...
Absolute bonus.
apparently.
A? Adverts. Dobra. Kontynuujemy, moi drodzy. Lecimy dalej. Puszczam reklamkę tutaj. I lecimy z następnym dniem. Dobra, a tu generalnie są jakieś sprawy, bo tak jak było w Papers, Please, czyli różnego rodzaju przygody się zdarzają. Ja je zeskipuję szybciutko. Ja je szybciutko zeskipuję, bo are you forward enjoying? Dobra. Question. It's the annual company Berber family are washing your hair today, are looking forward to enjoying. Dobra. In your speech, your list achievement, give honest review of the pros. Dobra. Like to relax alone, doing things and listen to music, making models. Dobra. You're either a holiday, a romantic getaway, structured day, exploring surrounded natural beauty. Safe, free. Question, is the modern government keeps people? Co jest najważniejsze, moi drodzy? Co jest najważniejsze? Że rząd stwarza, że wszyscy ludzie są bezpieczni, wolni, szczęśliwi albo równi. Co jest najważniejsze? Najważniejszym zadaniem rządu według was. Równi. Komuno! Wszyscy powinni być szczęśliwi. Dobra, ja to kiedyś czytałem już. Aha, bo tam dostaliśmy coś z pracy, że I am not saying the top 1% of whatever don't stupid money. Dobra, okej. In the family. Eat flavor, my passport war. Czemu mi wezmą? Ty, czy to jest jak w Papers, Please, że oni mnie teraz będą szantażować? I ja będę musiał dla nich cenzurować wszystkie rzeczy. Lecimy już. Kolejny dzień. The Fallout, moi drodzy. Teraz będzie zabawa.
Alright, mate, it's Dave. Oh, Christ, it's noisy in here, Jesus. Right, hang on, let me just get out some flags, darling. Yeah, I'll take that one with me. Cheers. Right, oh, that's better. Let's get set up and get on with it, eh, so I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on.
Co?
Right, let's load up the adverts. You know, load the tapes under the desk, look down.
Dobra, uspokój się.
Think about it. Your decisions have
Should we
consequences,
play?
don't
Is
they?
this toy safe? Czy Mr. Schnugelhooks jest bezpieczny, jak myślicie? Puszczamy? Może puścimy, co? Schnugelhooksa. Może nie jest atestowaną zabawką.
Finally got the old headline system up and working again. The Navision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the
No,
bottom of the
obe.
Vision mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them. And they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even
A, to są takie utrudnienia, że co jakiś czas, na przykład jak są 4 kamery, to nie wszystkie 4 są do użytku. Tylko na przykład zablokują mi jakiś przycisk, na przykład jedynki, i wtedy muszę sobie radzić i kombinować, że nie mogę jej użyć.
No, for my sister's kid.
Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the
Dobra,
next
gościu, idź się baw.
Yeah, I'm coming,
Ja tu
darling.
robię wiadomości.
Says Thurs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon. 10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading
A, bo my
economist
musimy
in
wybierać
Bradford.
tutaj.
With
Jaki
the
obraz
essence of
pokażemy?
welfare to
Że
the
są
basic
zadowoleni.
standards of
Dobra,
the
czyli
vast
tutaj
majority
wybory
of the
są.
country, I'll be
Jaki
asking
obraz
my
się
guess
pojawi?
If we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo,
Dobra, to
taken
weźmiemy.
from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has
Okay.
always impressed. She was top of her
Mogę
class at
wtedy
university
fałszować trochę, wiecie o
and
co chodzi?
graduated with the
A?
highest grade, immediately being
Zobaczymy.
asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favorably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the
Czy
announcement.
fałszujemy?
In her first press
TVP
conference
Bonkol?
this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehouse. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety.
O.
Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. Many were surprised that the two scientists, who've shared a fractious rivalry for many years, decided to undertake this expedition in each other's company. However, the two have released a joint
Takich
statement
ludzi im
in which
potrzeba.
they opine geniuses don't have to like each other to achieve remarkable results. Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme.
O!
Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artiste Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public
Manipulujemy tutaj, słuchajcie, manipulujemy newsami. Decydujemy, co ma być pokazane. O! Ochrona, albo że tu jest niebezpiecznie, albo że właśnie bezpiecznie, patrzcie. Atakes!
With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach? All that and mega more for a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
O, dobra. Ramówka leci. Order Złotego Kurskiego dostałem. Kurczę, to muszę ubadać. Czekajcie, bo teraz będzie wiadomości sportowe. O, przyszedł jakiś pan sportowiec. Tutaj muszę interferencję robić. Na scrollu. Chłop jakąś swoją książkę przyszedł pokazywać.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
Tego nosi.
Here I agree with
Nosi chłopa.
They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right,
O.
Jeremy.
On przyszedł reklamować
We've become the
książkę
great
swoją.
herd, ignorant, sterile and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully.
No jakieś dymy, no. Wzięli mu tą książkę, bo nie może już jej reklamować.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable. And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90%
Demokracja jest martwa, moi drodzy. Zgadzacie się czy nie?
target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start,
Co się wydarzyło? Co ja pokazałem?
we've never seen before.
You say mobilize, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic pedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and
Kurde,
Wealth Act
nie
is
mogę
only
tak
the
pokazywać.
first step. Advance now
Dziurka
have a
do
historic
tego.
budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research in the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiarts. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals, they're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong.
Co się dzieje?
SEREK0 Schird X100 siemka.
Dziękuję za 100. Siemaneczko, witam cię. Serek.
That could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
Co jest? Co ja mam puszczać?
How much you being paid by them?
O Jezu, reklamę zapomniałem puścić. O fuck! O nie, i jego książka tutaj poszła po tym programie. Najgorzej! Reklama jego książki poszła po tym programie. Najgorzej. No nic, no tutaj kurde, żebym trochę spieprzył.
Just saying.
Dobra.
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
So I put a word in. That's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody.
If that sticks, I'll just
5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back.
O, teraz będzie
In our
jakiś
second segment, we're going to be taking a deep
naukowiec
dive
z
into the
domu.
state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for
To jest
having
jakiś
me.
prawnik,
What's it
tak?
like on the front line of the hard face with the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy.
Ktoś
There
tam
simply
wszedł do
isn't enough
niego.
being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving.
Time, darling.
It never is it?
Nie wiem, co mam robić!
Just hang on. The problem isn't a local
Baba
one,
odchodzi
Jeremy.
od
It's
niego.
nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Thompson.
Dobra, ale to podnosi publikę. Czekajcie, publiczność rośnie, dobra.
The
Pokazuj
affairs
Dawidowi,
of
dobra.
the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next time, joined by
Kurde, oni teraz się będą kłócić.
Bob Peel.
Chyba. Baba!
Different perspective on our nation.
Czekał, aż wybuchnie.
Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being
Nie, bo
terrorised
mogą
by
mnie...
some thug with a knife or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe
Jakbym
anymore?
pokazał dwójkę,
Where have
ja
we
się
gone
boję,
wrong?
bo oni tutaj... Nie wiem, czy tu nie ma systemu, że mnie mogą wywalić z roboty.
Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay.
A to jest...
We've diluted our
Doktor, tak?
and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly
O
states...
kurde, kto tam wyskoczył z tej szafy?
Hang on a moment. Jeremy, a bloody gimp's escaped. Delia?
Oj,
Delia,
oj,
can
oj.
you give me a little help,
Oj,
please?
oj, oj!
As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants
Sadomaso.
who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really
Oh.
could use a little help with this.
I'm sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Clive, you know it.
Ale rośnie publika, dawaj, dawaj, dawaj!
Whose responsibility
Dawaj,
is to make a
klepaj
change,
go!
Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of this... Oh, hold on just a moment.
Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty, naughty boy.
Dobrze, dobrze, dobrze,
Clive, I'm not having this
rośnie!
again.
Co tego,
As I
widzowie?
was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as
Niegrzeczny.
barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us. And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary and menacing assault.
A czyli gość jakiś
He's agreed to talk
z więzienia wyszedł, tak?
I believe his birthday.
I ma urodziny.
Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me
Muszę
ask you
tam
this.
cenzurować to.
Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Kurde, przepraszam, zagapiłem się.
Wank Tony! I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris.
Big Chris.
Little Chris. And Vampire Chris.
O! Urodziny, moi drodzy!
One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
O kurde, clown
So,
przyszedł.
do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. What now, fellas? I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Yes, we
Kurwa, mariaci
seem
jeszcze.
to be losing the signal here, Tony.
Fucking way, las bolitas!
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back.
Las
I think we-
bonitas.
Yes.
Siema, Basina.
Tony?
O, ja pokażę to! La 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 la! La 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 la!
Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought. You, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of this.
No ale oni rudą chcą zobaczyć, co wy to?
After the break, Megan will be live with some lucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back.
Co oni rudej nie chcieli zobaczyć? Myślałem, że właśnie chcą zobaczyć rudą.
Piss off.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't, though. You won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up.
A, że muzyka jak się powie. To teraz będzie się działo?
Looks right, I've got this. Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be?
This is on you. 10 seconds, everybody.
10 seconds, everybody.
We're gonna open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4.
3, 2, 1. Megan!
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolf, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College, who today received a grant from Advance to
Dajcie
take
tu
their
jedno
faith,
zimne
friendship
piwko.
on a tour of local secondary.
Dziękuję pan Krokodyl za subka, pozdrawiam cię serdecznie, ale co to Twitch Prime poziom pierwszy, pierwszy... To chyba jak Prime'em się subskrybuje, to tak dziwnie wyskakuje, że bez miesięcy i bez tego. Ale dziękuję, pozdrawiam.
Schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte
To jest
Winstanley
jakaś...
Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes.
Charlotte's my oldest.
I'm the older, more popular one. I'm joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget.
A, to są jacyś aktorzy, tak? Ze szkoły aktorskiej.
I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history, Aristotle
I
believed.
just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues.
To będzie bardzo mocne do przejścia.
And I think you're going to be showing
Sztuka
us
nowoczesna
extracts from this
prawdopodobnie.
play, aren't you? That's right. Put into context, I play a young first year who's having some trouble.
To jest teraz tak jakbym teledysk.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
That's really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it.
No, oni idą teraz się przebrać. Przebierają się. Uwa.
2 days ago, a letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny, because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political.
A to jest cały czas o politykę chodzi. To jest symulator TVP. Tu cały czas o polityce gadają. Na kogo głosować, co robić.
And so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we valley well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So,
Oh.
let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
A teraz będę ich reżyserował.
Dear Diary,
Drogi pamiętniczy.
I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh heavens no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great! I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. It's so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Just keep going for fuck's
Dawaj!
sake.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I, Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads, who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But
Kabaret podwór mi grosze.
And I don't have any friends of my own.
O! Piosenka o przyjaźni. Teraz teledysk muszę. Patrzę.
It's my choice to be made. So stop now, make a different choice.
O! Teraz będą rapy. Let's go!
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cruel rap. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Ale robię to!
kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner, he had to wait. Oh, where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Oh, where's my dinner?
Dawaj!
Woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
Nie można.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate. Yeah, yeah.
Ja muszę uważać na trójkę teraz.
Just work as a team. It's your choice to be me. It's my choice. So stop now, make a different choice. Listen to that inner voice. Friendship! Yes!
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're
Oh.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about adequate paycheck.
That's unfair.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Tak było, moi drodzy. Tak było. Dostałem Field the Music Achievement. Any Peters? No pewnie jacyś są Petersi. Niezbyt dobrą ocenę mam, ale aha.
Over here, that's how much money you've got. You'll get more money the better the podcast you do. These tabs take you to the bits and pieces and sections of the store. You can
A, mogę kupować rzeczy za pieniądze, tak? Satelita. Satelita miłości odpowiada szybciej niż twoja mama, co? Dobra. Czaję. A co to za marszczenie Pepe? Dobra, lecimy z następnym, co? Czekajcie, puszczę reklamkę tu i lecimy z następnym. Uwaga, 3, 2, 1. Gorąco dzisiaj, co? Gorąco! Moi kochani, gorąco! Gorąca atmosfera. Dobra, ja już tu... Dzień dobry, witam Marski, dzień dobry, witam wszystkich, którzy przybyli tutaj. To jest taka gra troszkę wymagająca uwagi i ciężko mi jest non-stop się gapić w czat, ale staram się jak mogę. Dobrze. Dobra, lecimy. Teraz będą znowu jakieś dziwne te wybory pewnie. Late night, późna noc. A podejrzewam, że... Dobra. Poszliśmy do teatru, coś tam... waiting, dressed at the nice. You smile in the private box, dobra. Para na wprost mówiła o relocation of people who couldn't pay their new tax bills. Czyli o przeniesieniu jakichś ludzi, którzy nie płacą jakichś rachunków. Kiedy poszliśmy do domu, bla bla bla, wzięliśmy kąpiel I co? Odnotowaliśmy 14 years old son isn't home. 14-letni syn nie ma go w domu, moi drodzy. It's a school night, so you go over there and marry him home. So you trust Charlie. Ufamy synowi, że będzie niedługo? No czasem trzeba zaufać. Dzień dobry, to jest wiadomość dla rodziny Winstonów. It's Miss Smith calling regarding your son Charles. Odnośnie naszego syna. Dziwne rzeczy się dzieją, moi drodzy. Ile dni to minęło już? Zaufał synowi i poszedł se na dziewczynę. Dobra, dostaliśmy jakąś wiadomość. Pracujemy jako team. Nagradzany wielokrotnie Julia, coś tam Clement. Okej, dobra, jakieś tam listy dostawaliśmy. Tam listy. Tight Christmas, moi drodzy. Święta teraz. Czyli jakieś rozterki tu są przedstawione naszego bohatera, który generalnie ma też problemy z rodziną. You look around the room at your family. Rozglądamy się po pokoju na naszą rodzinę. Are you having a nieźle spędzasz? Pytamy się babci, czy dobrze spędza święta. Jesteśmy cicho, czy wznosimy toast? To ja lubię wznosić toasty, to ja bym wzniósł toast. Podnosimy szklankę i mówimy, że wesołych świąt wszystkim! Woohoo! Śmiejemy się! Thank you, thank you. A long weekend. Dobra, moi drodzy. No kids, no work, drugi weekend. Zajebista zabawa. Dostaliśmy jakąś wiadomość. Ignorujemy, apologizujemy. A, dobra, czyli dostaliśmy wiadomość, że czy pójdziemy do roboty chyba, tak? Permission slip. Co to za spakowanie? Twój syn Charlie powers at your elbow as you read. Dobra. Do you find yourself having the archive? Tyk. Charlie, nie Charlie. Tu klikam byle co, bo to chyba są tylko takie wybory bardzo pozorne. Żeby dać pozorny free ticket. Żeby dać pozorny wpływ na to, co się dzieje z naszym bohaterem. Bez sensu są te wybory. Siema Niklaus, co tam? Kurwa, Armagedon na A ja muszę zobaczyć. No, na zleje, ale powiem szczerze, że jest taki upał. Straszny upał. Jak się czujesz po wizycie w szpitalu? Wszystko git? No, jeszcze mnie trochę brzuszek boli w ciągu dnia kilka razy. Taki, no nieprzyjemne takie odczucie w brzuchu, taki ból. Czasami się położyć na chwilę i tak dalej, ale to jeszcze trochę czasu musi minąć. Leki biorę jeszcze, zobaczymy, no. Miejmy nadzieję, że to przejdzie. Masz tego węgla. Dzięki. Dobra, gościu, dostajesz timeout na 24 godziny, potem zobaczymy dalej, co dalej. świątynia, Tempest. Mamy kolejny dzień roboty, patrz Niklaus. TVP. Wszystkich nas nie ocenzurują. Nasz boss, moi drodzy, tutaj gada. Sprawdź swoją prostatę. No to 45. Mogę dać tych reklam? Chłopy za 18 sekund.
Friend in the sky over you.
I don't know why I talked to you.
It probably is a really awful bit.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
Critics have been quick to dismiss the graffiti as a publicity stunt or an act of frustration by a tiny disorganized group of those who will never, under any circumstances,
Co to za dziwny symbol oznacza?
A house divided. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, embittered doctors Ingrid Forsborgen-Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering two possible options to end the growing tensions.
Since splitting into two opposing camps on day 4 of the expedition, relationships between the factions and their leaders have only worsened.
To avoid escalating conflict, the two rival leaders are discussing partitioning the cavern into two clearly delineated areas.
Logo graby to
rumored
było?
to be named Wongstown
To trzeba
and
uważać.
Forsborgen-Horgensvoord Walk.
LaBeouf avoided. As the last Mr. Snugglehogs is found and destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales turned out to be a miracle, as only 7 children were horribly injured by the lethal toy. How much worse could it have been? Thankfully, we'll never know.
Questions have been raised about the government's judgment.
Czyli jest ta Snugglepus, czyli ta zabawka, co była sprzedawana, to 7 dzieciakom zaszkodziła. Bo chyba nie było testów na nią czy coś.
Table for 2. Johnny Hamsleeves and Tiffany Lamore were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year, and this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Johnny's secretive hospital visits have had the rumour mill churning. I think it's safe to say that they're not looking at his school recruit.
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the
Mogę
Mr.
być przez te,
Snugglehugs
żeby
disaster behind
miał
them,
nieprzyjemnie.
Remington's
Na ten
Fist
moment jeszcze nie mam
CEO
takiej
Sophia Remington
możliwości.
today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans
Czyli
are
pierwsze
celebrating
męskie
the fact
tabletki
that women
antykoncepcyjne,
take equal
tak?
responsibility for contraception, but others have expressed concerns over its safety.
O, tu
and
niezłe feministyczne bójdy.
With that exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
Jest jak jest, siema Maro. Oj, tutaj. To w grze czy tu? Znaczy w świecie prawdziwym czy w grze? A nie, tu jest burza, dobra. A to, tu jest prawdziwa burza. Może to z Katowic ściąga z Google Maps aktualną pogodę.
But first tonight, while Advance is certainly proving popular with the majority
O, teraz
of the
będzie
country,
jakieś coś w
who've
UK,
seen
nie?
their wealth and standards of living increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan. I'm here in Moderate Hatchings to talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
It's simply untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure. She had to dress herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered, Robin.
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock.
She really struggles with women's, Robin.
Well, at least you've been rehoused in a nice big
Musimy
house.
cenzurować to.
Big house? This grubby little gaddis spatch only has one staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room in the same bloody place. Imagine that, having all one's grub in one room. One room, Robin.
So what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just?
I hardly think we've had it easy for fussle's sake. Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
O, przepraszam, za dużo ocenzurowałem. Aż wkręciłem się za bardzo w TVP.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
I think our toilet butler was from Swinstead. Dear George. Oh, I wonder what happened to him. I remember! Daddy tried to shoot him in the buttocks and he ran off to the woods. No, that's probably my last happy memory, Robin.
Tragic, but what can you do?
We will rise and rebel. Yes. We wage war on our revolting rulers with righteous words and rebellious writings. Our best guess in our quest for redress is to divest our breasts and an undress bear just protest.
Yes. Oh, what's that?
Daddy!
O nie, co oni robią?
Please don't do that. We can't show this on the news.
Right, you buggers! Carry her! Tilly! Get the dog!
Tilly's our mummy. She's proper cracked off too.
Well, you are showing some shame.
Gacie w dół. Free now. Dokładnie, free now.
Glad to meet you. See, the protest has started already. Nice sharp work, boy.
Thanks, Daddy.
He gets that from me, you know.
And forgive me, what are you trying to achieve here?
We just want to be thudding well heard, that's all.
Language, Penelope. We are nude, not rude.
Sorry, Daddy.
We want the world to realise we won't roll over and run away. We will revolt. We will rise again.
Yes, we bloody well will. Stuff and pip pop.
Tak, grałem tą scenkę. O nie, w co go strzelił? W jaja?
Well, Jeremy, Megan, as this embryonic protest movement takes one of the top legs, it's back here in the studio. I'm Robin Short, struggling surreptitiously in Moderate Hatchings.
Thanks, Robin. Well, that's certainly a story we want to be keeping an eye on, eh, Megan?
Speak for yourself there, Jeremy, but I've seen enough shaft work to last me a lifetime.
I'm sure you have. But can a naked protest movement ever really catch on? It doesn't seem like the way we do things in this country.
But as I'm sure you're aware, Jeremy, this country is becoming a very different place.
Yes, but seriously, who's going to run around naked in our weather?
Well, hopefully not you, Jeremy.
Yes, well, there wouldn't be enough canvas for the slogans.
When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
O nie, moi drodzy.
1 minute back. Oh, sorry, I'm
Puściłem reklamę. Słuchajcie, zaraz będą sportowe te Mistrzostwa Świata. Ja już to grałem, bo ja muszę nadrobić teraz. Będą Mistrzostwa Świata w najgłupszym sporcie na świecie. Zobaczycie zaraz.
Why is it raining on my desk?
Alex, Booter, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their
A, dostaliśmy informację, że nadzy protestujący mogą wtargnąć podczas finałów tych sportowych, więc trzeba będzie uważać na transmisji, żeby ich nie pokazywać. Dobra, teraz leci reklama i za 20 sekund jestem. Co to, prostata? Leczcie się panowie, kurde. Chodźcie do lekarza. Nie musicie mieć 70 lat, żeby iść się leczyć. Znaczy, żeby sprawdzić. Teraz jest takie podupione, że choroby, które kiedyś się dostawało na starość, to się dostaje już w młodości, więc...
10 seconds.
I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
Want to see us fry? It's good for the ratings.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1, go.
3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan, you
Patrzcie
joined
to
me live
teraz.
here for the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested
To jest-
competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing
To jest
around each other
najgłupszy
all
sport na
season.
świecie.
First up, we have Eddie Striker. She's the more experienced.
Nie wiadomo, o co tu
today.
chodzi.
Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move the year, Andy Hamilton.
A, to jest nietypowy sport. To są mistrzostwa świata w nietypowym sporcie. Sędzia dał im po liściu. Sędzie mu teraz liścia dali. Okej, zajebisty sport. Zajebiste przygotowanie.
Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brains. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined
Nie
not to let
trafiła.
the nerves show.
Czyli to jest
Not after last time.
w jakiś dziwny, pośledzony sposób muszą rzucać.
On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy.
A, tak to podniósł, dobra. No zabrakło mu, no.
Back to Striker. For shot number 3.
Przełączam cały czas. Oj! Tu będzie coś. Oj, oj, oj! To był rzut dobry.
Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
O nie, zrobił spalony.
I'd say that's fair, but what do I know?
A, trafił. Nie?
We can only hope that round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense.
Co oni robią, kurwa? Oni teraz zmienili znowu.
Striker giving it large. Wins around 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streaker on the pitch. Apologize if we broadcast any of that stuff.
A, nie mogę pokazywać tych.
Across her breasts and arse. Try and ignore all of that security. I'm
Nagusy przyleciały.
Apologize if
Nie mogę tam.
As I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow. Because it's quite an eyesore, and women's bodies, yeah. All right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now, and Harris absolutely determined to close that massive gap. Eddie Striker. You know, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris. And was that offensive?
O nie.
We haven't seen that at the heats. What a brilliant move.
Piękny Bryland move to był. No, piękny move to
Back to
był.
Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is of
Co to
course
znaczy?
the ground sound. Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket.
To jest nietypowy sport, moi
I
drodzy.
don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastering display here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there.
Za słabe tętno chyba miał.
But he is a late bloomer, of course, I've always said that. And after all, it is a game of 2 halves, 4 rounds and several subgenres. But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Remington's Fist. Must be some music here to
O,
start.
chcą tańczyć.
Okay, another
What?
podcast just to loose on the court.
What?
We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it.
Tego trzeba
running
pokazywać
around here with
teraz.
his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite a dancing to be fair. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face, security's on it, and the bucket's been knocked over! I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now.
Wynoszą go, wynoszą go. O kurde, poślady poszły w internet. Znaczy w ten... Ojej! Telewizję.
And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Ty, a oni to musieli nagrywać na longu jednym, nie? Bo patrzcie, tu nie ma cięć, nic takiego, to wszystko jedno za drugim idzie. No jak się tak coś zaśmiał, to coś się nie udało, to słabo.
Not bad. So that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on now.
Nie, grzmoty są tutaj, patrz.
Not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. I'm all right, ladies. Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good
Ależ
move,
to
because
zrobił.
it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor.
Ależ to
It's not
zrobił,
going in
po
the
rączce mu poleciało, dokładnie.
Back to striker.
Co to było? Nie zapraszajcie mnie.
And striker's gone
Co
down
to było?
there, but of course
To był nielegalny ruch!
yes, Harris has counted with a tiny bell.
Ale miał jednak dzwoneczek odrzucenia. To są sporty. O, kurde, tak to ma być. Ona jest w szoku.
Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last four battles.
Patrzcie teraz.
Tommy Harris.
Ale ruch.
That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him.
Rzucił w nią.
Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact. Caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay.
Czy w tej... Oj!
I don't know what I can be doing about this. I mean, there's sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much you can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? All right, I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters, hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. What's going on here? Yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters.
Woo! Skaczą, kurde, golasy.
Oh, jog on! It's an absolute bloody...
Dobra, dawać do finału, to nas interesuje najbardziej.
Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it? Nice imaginary shot.
Wymyślona... wymyślona kulka, która trafiła. Ale to zrobił. Moi drodzy, to dopiero był ruch.
The bucket getting moved back to its proper place.
Też ma wymyśloną, patrzcie. Wymyśliła ją. O! Oj! Ale to zrobiła, ty! Siup. Połkła. Połknęła. I wypluła. Ja.
From striker. But she's in it to win it. On it, like a carp on it. Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef.
Banana obiera. Oj, to będzie ciekawe. Zaserwował tym bananem. Ale niestety, nie udało się coś.
We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official. In, please.
And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship is everyone!
Once again, a win
on też wygrał.
I'm gonna be celebrating tonight with my wife and children.
Wszyscy-
Another wonderful
O,
victory.
co jest? Jak? Co się wydarzyło? A czy może Zwolnili mnie? Ale że... Ale jaka minigierka była? Nie było uziemienia. Nie mogę żółtych pokazywać? Nie, no co ty gadasz za głupoty? Dobra, wrócimy do tego jutro, moi drodzy, bo tu mi coś śmierdzi, nie?